gasoline I smell?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing as always, and it's me as always. And today I want to talk a bit more about Elvis. I'm still thinking about that movie because wow, it was so amazing. But when I returned home from the theater, I was like, I feel like that this movie is too short, you know? And it's crazy to think that because this movie already is like long. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, you know? But when I was thinking about it, I was like, this movie could have been easily like 3 hours and I wouldn't mind that at all, you know? Because there are moments in this movie where I was like, why did they cut? Like, this scene could have been longer, you know? For example, that 68 comeback special. Oh, I was so excited to see that. I mean, even in the trailers, we saw that typical outfit, you know, with the old black leather outfit that Elvis was wearing. And I was so excited about that part to be in the movie. And then all we see from that 68 comeback special is, I believe, 2 songs plus a bit from If I Can Dream. That's not a lot, you know? I mean, there's no Love Me Tender, there's no Can't Help Falling in Love, there's a bit of Jailhouse Rock, and then something else, and then a bit of If I Can Dream. Like, why? Like, there's just a bit of If I Can Dream, but not the whole song. Just like, I want to say 30 to 40 seconds. I was a bit disappointed by that, you know? And then I was, you know, excited to hear In the Ghetto, right? Was really excited to hear that. And then it's not even in the movie, it's in the credits. Why? Why would you do that, you know? Why there's no Can't Help Falling in Love? You know, there's a cover of Can't Help Falling in Love when, you know, Elvis and Priscilla are falling in love, and that was very well done. That was a good choice. But I was excited to hear Elvis, you know, sing that. Not in the movie. Love Me Tender, not in the movie. And many other songs, you know, and some of them are there, but just for a few seconds, you know. That was a bit disappointing, you know. That's why I think that this movie is too short, because I was just expecting you know, a bit more, you know, in terms of like, why don't you just utilize that amazing music more, you know? And don't get me wrong, I completely adore and love this movie. I really do like this movie. Austin Butler was obviously amazing as Elvis. Parker, portrayed by Tom Hanks, was also amazing. And God, I never in my life I would think that Tom Hanks could portray a villain, but here it is, you know. But yeah, I really do like this movie, but I was just disappointed by this, that, you know, Elvis made amazing music and you don't utilize that in the movie to the full extent. That was a bit disappointing, I'm gonna say. You know, and also the ending felt a bit rushed, you know, because by the way, I loved, because the last third of the movie is essentially set in Vegas, and you know, I actually loved that exchange between Elvis and Parker, where, you know, Elvis is like, "You're fired," and, you know, he's like, he's done with Parker, right? But then Parker obviously, you know, gets him back, right? Because he just knows how, you know. So Elvis gets back to Parker, being his manager. And then the final scene, you know, before his death is obviously on that airport where, you know, we see Elvis in the car, and, you know, Priscilla is in there with him, and that's the last moment where they met. And Elvis is talking about, I'm gonna be 40 soon and nobody is gonna remember me. And the whole scene feels, otherworldly almost, right? Where, it's like cloudy, and it almost looks like it's taking place in heaven. That's the sort of feeling that I got. And such a beautiful, beautiful scene, and such a sad scene. But yeah, then Elvis goes back into his private airplane, and then we hear Parker saying that Elvis died, and we see the newspaper that says Elvis dead at 42, and I was like, wait, I hope that we get to see the performance of Unchained Melody. And then after that, Parker says something like, there was one time I heard him perform before his death, and then they show the Unchained Melody performance, and that was beautiful. That was beautifully done, by the way. The last bit where he sings, and then it cuts, and then it cuts back, and we see real Elvis singing Unchained Melody. That was so good. Yes, that was so good. But again, I was just thinking why they cut so much music out, because I know that they filmed the in the ghetto scene, because Baz Luhrmann was talking about it. I am sure that they shot the entire performance of If I Can Dream. I am sure they shot more scenes and more performances at that 68 comeback special. I know that they did that, and so I was just a bit disappointed by that. But I'm gonna say this, okay? I strongly believe that when Baz Luhrmann is now talking about that 4-hour cut, I think that we're gonna see it, okay? I really do believe in that, and I think that it's gonna come out on Blu-ray and DVD. I really do hope so, because I was just a bit disappointed by the lack of music in this movie, which is so weird to say, but again, when when you want to do a movie about Elvis and you want to include his whole life, that's gonna be a long movie, and that's why I am so excited about this 4-hour cut that Baz Luhrmann is talking about, because it sounds exciting, so exciting, because I feel like that it includes a lot more songs, that it includes In the Ghetto, that it includes the whole performance of If I Can Dream, that it includes more songs for the 68 comeback special, right? And it also includes Elvis meeting Richard Nixon, right? So all of that I am really excited about, and I really do hope that we'll get that 4-hour cut released on Blu-ray and DVD, because, again, this movie is not short by any means. This movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it still feels like it has some pieces missing, And that's so strange, but it's true, and I've wanted to talk about that today. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this. Do you think that Elvis should have been a little longer to include some of those performances? And let me know if you think that we'll see this cut, because I am sure that we'll see it, because otherwise I don't think that Baz Luhrmann would be talking about it at all. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care as always, and bye.